Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is LJ and in today's video I'm going to be doing a review on Rimmel's new Lasting Finish Foundation. I'm going to be reviewing this foundation over 3 days so that we can get a thorough review into this foundation and see if it's up to any good. So I am in the shade, well I picked the shade, I haven't even tested it yet, so this is a completely first impressions as well. So I am the shade Light Porcelain 010. It has 15 shades available. It claims to have an air-light texture with an air-light serum formula. It's going to give me a medium natural coverage with humidity and sweat resistant and non-transfer claims. So this is what the applicator looks like. It is like a doe foot applicator and you directly apply it onto your face. Just gonna do a little swatch. The texture is extremely light, feels really nice and very lightweight, really smooth. Today is day 1 of testing, so I'm going to be using as many Rimmel products as I have in my collection. So I'm going to be using primer, foundation. I also have the new concealer that goes with the foundation. I'm going to be using setting powder all over and a setting spray to set everything in place. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with the primer. So the primer I'm going to be using is the Lasting Finish Primer. There is a new primer to go with the new foundation, but I don't have it, so I'm going to be using this one instead. So I'm just going to put that all over. This primer has a really nice radiance to the skin and it feels nice and soft. Alright, I'm going to get onto the foundation next. So I'm just going to pop it all over, dot it all over, just like this with the applicator. I obviously will not be using this product on anyone else except for myself. It's alright to directly use the applicator. Now I'm going to blend it in with a beauty sponge today. That is the foundation all blended into my skin now. I feel like it blended out really nicely. The texture is absolutely gorgeous. It's super lightweight, like it's fluffy, like it just melts into the skin. Coverage wise, I feel like it's more of a light medium. It has camouflaged some of my redness, but there's still some rednesses coming through around my nose area. I have one broken blood vessel that is showing through also. You can still see my freckles, which is nice. I am going to pop on the concealer now and let's see how that works. So the concealer, it has a little sponge applicator and you just squeeze it to come out. Okay, I'm going to pop off now, do the rest of my face, and I will be back to see how it performs with the rest of my makeup on. I have the rest of my makeup on now and the makeup looks amazing. It looks just as it applied, it didn't oxidize or anything. Still looking very light coverage. You can see my freckles showing through, which I don't mind. I'll leave all the products listed below in the description box of what's on my face today. I have a really long working day today, so I'm going to be out for about 12 hours and I'm going to check in later on tonight. So I have been wearing this foundation now for 11 hours and it has been my very first impression. This morning was the very first time I've ever put it onto my face. It is new to Canada, so I've never even swatched it before, and this foundation literally stayed on my face so well. I'm so impressed. Like, I am so super impressed. So today, like, I can't really test out the humidity resistance because I'm in Canada and it's like a -11 right now. So it did snow today and it rained today and it all went like little bits here and there on my face and my foundation did not move. The only thing is I'm looking tiny bit shiny. I'm not mad at that. I creased a little bit in my smile lines. Not mad at that. It's not severe, but literally everywhere on my whole entire face there's no cakiness, no breaking. Like, it's really nice. It still looks nice and natural. It looks very glowy right now, but I'm fine with that. I didn't touch up at all throughout the day, which is like really impressive. So I'm sure if I touched up throughout the day it would have been like totally fine at the end of the day. Also, honorable mention for the lipstick. So I used the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Colour by Rimmel as well in Pink Blink. I've had 2 meals, I've been talking all day, drank 2 liters of water. I have not touched up this lipstick all day long, so that is very impressive as well. I have a full lip swatch video on these guys, so definitely check that out. I will link that up here. Let's get a little close up and I want to show you where I'm starting to get a little bit of creasing on my face, just so you can see it. So don't mind my lips So you can see there's a little bit of creasing here in my smile lines, but not very much at all. And you can see like my forehead where it would break up, my upper lip usually where it would break up quite badly, my chin, not even a transfer in the lipstick on the chin, and my pores look great. So smooth looking, I'm so impressed. So impressed. Day 1 was an absolute success. I can't wait to get stuck into day 2. Day 2 is minimalist day, so I'm going to be using as little as possible just to test out the foundation to see it on its own, and also for those of you who like to wear less makeup. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Welcome to day 2 of testing out the Lasting Finish, the new one by Rimmel. I totally forgot yesterday, it says it on the bottle to shake well before use, which I didn't do, but let's see how that fares out today. Today is going to be more minimal. I'm not going to be using any primer or setting powder. So this one is going to be good to see for those of you who don't like to use a setting powder, if you have more dry skin, or if you just like to be a bit more minimal with your makeup. So again, just applying all over with the little doe foot applicator. I've never had a foundation with doe foot applicator like this. I've had the Wet n Wild one with the little paddle, and I didn't really know what to do with that one, to apply it straight onto the skin or not, but this one has like obvious little cushion on it to apply straight onto the skin. Yesterday I felt that the foundation lasted really well. I'm just going to use my hands today because I feel like people who are more minimal with their makeup, they might want to use brushes. I don't usually use my hands myself very often because I feel like afterwards it just gets everywhere. I just want to see how the foundation works with lots of different techniques and different combinations. This just feels so nice, like when you can feel it on your hands, rubbing it into your skin, it really genuinely feels like such a lightweight foundation. Again, that same Rimmel smell is so nice. Okay, so the foundation is applied all over with my hands, which are so messy now. I'm gonna wipe them off. They should invent like a glove for putting on. Did Smashbox do that? Again, I'm going to use the Lasting Finish concealer that goes with the foundation. I'm going to go underneath my eyes. So it says on the packaging that the sponge is good for touch-ups on the go, and to be able to blend it in easier with using the sponge. I don't think it helps at all, to be honest. But it's good that you don't have to like put it out onto your hand. So for this look, I'm going to use as little powder as possible. I'm going to do a cream contour just to warm up my skin. I'm going to use cream highlighter and a cream blush. It's after creasing into my lines already. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit with the sponge. Okay, I'm going to let this sit in for about 10 minutes. I'm going to pop on the rest of my face, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to see how we're looking. Okay, I have all my makeup on my face now except for my setting spray. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering why am I doing this in a few different combinations of like primers, no primer, setting spray, no setting powder and all that kind of stuff. I just want to be as versatile as possible because I have combination skin type. Then I have that flexibility to be able to do many different combinations and see how they work. I have a very dry exterior and then I get an oily T-zone. So I'm going to use Inglot's Makeup Fixer Fixing Spray, setting spray. It is one of my favorites and I'm just going to spritz it all over. All of the products on my face except my eyeshadow are all cream products, including my eyebrows. My handiwork wasn't the best in some places. I saw a little bit of inconsistencies with the foundation application, so I just had to like tap that in. I'm not good with my hands on my face, like I just can't I don't know. I don't like using my hands, but here we go. That setting spray is really nice because there's no alcohol in it. It's more glycerin based. They have really nice ingredients in it as well. So I also have a discount code for Inglot Cosmetics in Canada. So I'll link everything in the description box, including all of the products that I used on my face. And we'll check in at the end of the day and see how we work. I have a long working day again today, so I'll probably be out for about 11-12 hours again. So it'll be a good test of time. I'm not going to touch up and we'll see how it goes. I am back. I had a 13-hour day today, so it's been a long one. We got through it. First of all, I am really super shocked. I would like to tell you that I haven't, since my early teenage years, never used a setting powder. Does that make sense? So I hadn't, oh my god, I can't even talk, I'm so tired. So this morning I didn't wear primer, I didn't wear setting powder. That's something I haven't done since like I started wearing makeup, and I didn't even know about them, or I didn't even know if I needed them. And I was so shocked at how matte my skin stayed throughout the whole entire day. Like super shocked, especially because I was so dewy yesterday in the evening. Today I have a little bit of dewiness now. However, the issue for me today is that it is caking and it did transfer, so I had to wear sunglasses even though it's like -20 at the moment. The sun is like hitting off the snow and it's like reflecting up and it's super bright. So I had to put on sunglasses for my transit from home to work, which is 20 minutes. The minute I took off my sunglasses, I could feel that it was like stuck on there, and it did transfer and there was a gap there for a while. I just tried to lightly like press it like that and it went away a little bit, but then eventually throughout the day it kind of like melted in with my like natural oils. Then I got a little bit of transfer on my chin from my lipstick, and I tried to go in with the same concealer and I concealed it, and then it was just after all completely lifting off. It's after going quite cakey around here, a little bit creasy around here, so I'm going to do a little close-up just so you can see how it looks. It's definitely a lot more matte than yesterday, even though I felt like my routine was better for more dry skin. But I feel like the transfer could happen because of the setting spray. Oh, it's so hard to know, but we did stay more matte today, so if it's your concern that you are getting a little bit more oily, maybe less product is the key. Okay, so are you ready for the close-up? I have a little bit of fallout from my mascara as well, even though it's waterproof, so that kind of shows that the concealer needs to be powdered just so that we can not have any fallout. Okay, here we go. So you can see my pores, not too shiny on the forehead where I usually get, but all around here in my mouth is very cakey. This is my first ever foundation review, so I'm not sure if the footage is actually showing up in the camera yet until I go to edit it, but we'll see if it actually shows up, and I'll keep doing the close-up if it helps. Just let me know in the comments below, because I'm sure many of you don't want to see close-ups of my 13-hour face. Anyways, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to do day 3. Day 3 is going to be kind of the products that I would usually wear, or I will kind of assess the last 2 days and see what would work best for the foundation. So let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to be using a primer, setting spray and setting powder in my T-zone. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Welcome to day 3 of testing out the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Foundation. Today for day 3 I'm just going to be doing what I would usually do for my own makeup routine. And I'm starting off with the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. So I've actually been really enjoying this primer. And I'm not one for primers. If you have watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I don't really wear much primer. I like the look that this gives. It gives you a nice radiant glow, and it comes through your foundation. And it's really nice. Clip back my hair. Today I'm going to use my artist brush just to blend it all in. That blended in really nicely. Next I'm going to pop on the concealer, same concealer as I've been using, this matching lasting finish concealer. I'm going to try a little bit more than I have been in the past 2 days. Okay, that's my foundation and concealer applied. Now applying with my artist brush and then over top with my beauty sponge. I'm going to pop off now, do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. I have the rest of my makeup on now, and everything looked really well except for, and it's no fault of the foundation but myself, I had my eyebrows on first and I'm not used to it. I had like a little patch around my eyebrows where I didn't blend it in properly, so I just tried to fix it and then it just made a mess all over my eyebrows. But it's okay. So if there's any cakiness around my eyebrows, I'm going to kind of disregard it later, and we're going to see how it works. I've setting spray, setting powder on all over my face pretty much, and an extra bit of setting powder underneath my eye to see if it helps that concealer stopping to transfer. And yeah, I've a really long day today, so I'll be back again later to check in for day 3 and my final thoughts on the foundation. It is now the end of day 3. I've had the foundation on for 13 hours, and today's definitely the best day out of all 3 because it hasn't caked and it hasn't gotten as oily. So it is definitely best when you wear everything with it, I guess, and just apply it as I did earlier. So I do see a little bit of wearing around my chin area because I was wearing a scarf up to here because it's freezing outside, and a little bit of caking around the mouth area, but other than that everything else is fine. We're disregarding the eyebrow area, even though it does look fine. It didn't get as oily, which is great. I'm just gonna do a little zoom in now just so you can see the wear. A little bit of creasing here as well on the side. But other than that, like, I didn't get as much fallout on my under eye because I did a little bit more powder under there with that concealer. So yeah, day 3 was a success. My overall thought, it's not something I would gravitate towards being more of on the light side finish. I don't like the applicator. Okay, so let's go back to the claims and what it says on the bottle. Lightweight skin, agree. Medium coverage, kind of agree. I feel like it's more of a light medium. Breathable, a skin technology that moisturizes for up to 24 hours. I can't test out the 24-hour part, but I do feel like there is no tightness on my skin when I'm wearing it. I do get a little bit itchy around my nose usually with anything that's on my face. It says that it's transfer proof, but like you can see that was transferring onto my scarf. I think the foundation is so light that you wouldn't even notice it wearing off the skin anyways, or you wouldn't even notice it transferring away from the skin because it's such a light coverage that it just looks like your skin. If you have any like blemishes, unfortunately and fortunately at the same time, I didn't have any blemishes to cover up for this 3-day review. I do have one broken blood vessel and it was showing through in all 3 days, and I do get a little bit of redness, and when I was out in the cold the redness was coming through in the foundation a little bit. So I would say you almost have to have like perfect skin to wear the foundation. If you're a combination like me, just do the same combination I did for day 3, so that's the whole lot as I would, and powder the T-zone only and keep the rest of it just nice and natural. So that's the end of my review on the lasting finish. I hope you enjoyed my 3-day review. Let me know in the comments below if that is a help. If not, I'll save myself some time and do it in one day. Again, this is my first time doing a foundation review, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Lots more to come. I have lots of foundations to do reviews on, so stay tuned to see more. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you do want to be notified whenever I do an upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.